why I choose awe over fear. I really believe that we're standing on the edge of something new. Every generation has its moment where the future is knocking loudly, if that makes sense. And every time, undoubtedly, fear arrives. Sometimes fear for just fear's sake alone. Now, of course, media. At first, I want to say something very clearly and calmly and without apology. I'm not afraid of AI. But I am paying attention, no doubt about that one. Yet I'm choosing curiosity over panic. Really what fear is it's a signal. It's not a verdict. Fear has always accompanied any kind of progress. Like, I don't know, for example, fire, electricity, flight. How about the internet? Fear doesn't mean that we are doomed. I think that it means that something very powerful might be unfolding. And I do also believe that we have the, true responsibility to guide it. Let's talk about what AI really is and what it isn't. First of all, AI, it didn't invent greed, right? Or inequality. Definitely not exploitation. Humans did. AI is not intention. I believe it's like more of a amplification. And amplification reflects the values of those who hold the controls. And really why this matters to me as a human. I see exhausted parents, overworked creators, people who have seemingly done everything, quote unquote, right or correctively, and yeah. They all feel behind, if that's the nicest way we're going to put it. I think we all do. Please like and subscribe to me if you get anything out of this, and please stay with me through the end of the video. I think that it's worth it. I really will only put up things that matter to all of us as in general, just so you know. And yes, I am your favorite South Florida realtor. But please like and subscribe, share this on, give me some comments. If you think that I make no sense, or that's fine too. Totally good with that. Just let me know, okay? AI doesn't feel to me like it's a replacement. Mm-mm. Honestly, it mainly just feels like a relief. Yes, to me. Absolutely. As you know, I'm a mother of 3 and a South Florida realtor, and many other things I've done in my life as well. But no, not just to me. To, well, almost everyone I ever come in contact with, no matter who they are. I mean, that is if they're human. Let me pose this. How about medicine? The quiet miracles that are happening right now. AI is helping to detect all the early cancers, right? I think you should have already heard about that by now, but if you haven't, oh, amazing. I mean, it's really as well helping to reduce all those errors, because anybody who's ever had those kind of experiences, a lot of those errors can arise as well, and that can only set you back and your family. I just believe it is accelerating as well as our medical research. And I don't see anything wrong with that. AI is, I mean, it's not replacing care. I mean, we could call it extending care. I'm hoping in the future getting rid of care because we can just all get better. But like I said, I'm in awe. How about science, climate, and the understanding of its complexity? I'm not going to go too far into this because it might start sounding like a conspiracy, and that's not where I'm going. However, in the most basic way that I can tell you, AI helps to model our climate system. They discover new materials, and they're able to understand patterns. You know, it's not that they're not too vast for humans, but to be able to take it all in at once and make it make sense to us, yeah, they're able to do that. That's nice, correct? Yeah. But understanding is really kind of the first step. That's where I see it. And that's kind of why I've decided that we need to have this discussion. And that first step is called stewardship. And I want you to remember that. Stewardship. How about space exploration? Some people don't really care about that. Okay. How about our oceans? What do they always say? Stats like, don't quote me, something like around 70-ish, right? Amount of the oceans are not explored. And if anybody's been watching the media or anything else lately, what's been coming out of the ocean? Just saying. AI really just kind of allows humans to reach farther without risking more lives. So obviously exploration will not be ending, yet evolving. How about that? How about education? Without gates, a child can now learn without shame, Or how about a parent up at midnight, retraining themselves? Knowledge is no longer going to just be owned by the few. How about work, time, and human dignity? Huh? Yes, some jobs will change. Yes, and be lost. That is definitely going to happen. But busy work? Fading? I'm sorry. That's not a tragedy. But time reclaimed is where humanity does and will continue to thrive. I'm hoping, of course, because remember, I'm in awe, to the highest heights. How about okay, we're already talking about it. Creativity, art, expression, all those things that I just can simply say is human. AI will not be killing our creativity. I know that's what you hear the blast about, and people are saying that, but that's not true. However, what it does do is it lowers the barrier for entry. Think about it. More voices, more stories, more participation at a level that probably could never have happened. Ethics. How about that? Let's talk about ethics. This is where I say that this is the part that we cannot opt out of. See, the future of AI is not decided by code alone. It's decided by our laws, our values, and our collective courage. How about the global conversations and responsibility? Maybe not everyone knows about Davos or what's been going on currently. Just look up Davos, Davos, if you want to learn more. In fact, I just saw Elon. And anyways, Trump as well was there. He's home now, but there's just a lot going on. And these are the global conversations, and the quote unquote, I don't call them old school, or still our elites, that's who's there. And these world leaders, they're no longer asking if AI is going to shape the future. They're asking how it will ensure how it serves humanity. Hopefully all of humanity. See, the real risk here that I see is it's not AI moving too fast. It's people disengaging. See, that's why I'm choosing awe over fear. Awe is not naive. Awe is attentive. I choose to participate, to learn, to help. Keyword help shapes what comes next. So in closing, if you take anything from this, and hopefully you do, hopefully you like and subscribe. I hate to keep saying that, but it's true. I'm a newer channel, and I would love to get your support. And I do believe that I actually have something to bring for everybody to learn and learn together. But in closing, I just really want to AI is a mirror. And mirrors, they don't decide who we are, but yet they reveal it. So, if we lead with curiosity, compassion, courage, not fear, I believe that the reflection that we see in that mirror can be extraordinary. Anyways, I'm so glad that we had this conversation, and please, if you have anything to add to it, good or bad, either way, doesn't matter to me. I would love to hear from you. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.